Hello Saber community, and welcome back to another Kodabah review. If you've noticed in some of my older videos, I mentioned that this was a saber that I've been yearning for. It is the Count by Saberforge. Couldn't afford it when it came out in production. Didn't want to buy the Bane saber because of its grip section. I didn't really like how that looked. I knew they were producing this, so I figured, I'll wait. Well, it came out, of course, didn't have any money, is how it always goes. Tax time came around this year, and I took the plunge. I was able to get it with the 10% off, even though it says on the description, can't be combined with any discounts. Somehow it went through. They didn't say you can't do that, so I got it for a whole $15 off. Not that big a deal. Anyway, really amazing saber. Let's get some close-ups on it here. It is chrome plated. Excuse my dog. So down here, this is the kill key here, which I really enjoy because it is a metal kill key and it really fits in with the motif of the saber. Down in here is your speaker. Really hidden, which is nice. And I haven't really seen a big difference with the sound. It does sound a little muffled compared to other sabers, but I'll take it. All the ugly bits are hidden underneath here, so all the retention screws that are needed to hold the innards in place are there. Has a really cool blade plug. And yeah, overall, really amazing saber. It is a bit big. I have an EFX saber here. I will admit that this one does seem a bit small. But a little bit bigger than what you're used to if you've bought from Saberforge in the past. I wouldn't say it's Ultra Sabers big. Sorry, I had to make my Ultra Sabers joke. It seems like that's a running gag in the community. If you have an Ultra Sabers, please do not be offended. If you are happy with your Ultra Sabers, that is all that matters. But a little bit bigger than the EFX Saber. On a side note, I do have a few of these, so if you're interested in seeing reviews on them, let me know and I can do that. Chewy. Gonna put him back in the Falcon. So yeah, EFX Saber, a little bit bigger than the, that's a precision cast. So, but if you think this has to be a little bit bigger to account for the curve, to make sure it's dual worthy, to make sure all the innards fit, so the LED, the chassis, the soundboard, the speaker, so it has to be a little bit bigger. I will say on that note, it has to be a little bit bigger and still be affordable. They do have Count Dooku sabers that are very close, I think, to this 1v1 scale. I feel like it's KR Sabers that has it, but I'm not 100% sure. For something that's readily available like this is, and you can get everything installed for just a little under, for about $400, I think this is the saber to go. If you want something a little bit more movie accurate, and you just want to wear it on your belt or put it on a shelf, you can go for the FX if you can find it, or you can get the KR Sabers. But overall, I'm very happy with the hilt, even though it is a little bit bigger. When you're dueling with it, it is something to get used to. Most sabers here have you're so used to it being the straight. So when you have this, I mean, you can definitely go two hands on this, and it feels perfectly fine to do that. But you will very quickly fall into the one-handed dueling style of Dooku. My hand always seems to rest right here, which is perfect for jabs, swings, and everything else. Really comfortable saber to duel with. It was a little loose, so make sure you tighten your retention screws, or your screws throughout this little spine here, just so things don't come loose. This claw has taken a few direct hits, and it hasn't bent or done anything of that nature, so that's fantastic, because I didn't want to continue to take this off, put it on, take it off, put it on. One thing I really like about the saber,
Saberforge Crimson.
It comes with the chassis. All my other Saberforge sabers are pre-chassis, so I don't have to worry about that sort of being thrown around. It also comes with the newest soundboard from Saberforge, So it comes with the classic Crimson, which is the dark side sound, the Viridian, which is the light side sound, and then I think there's a third one called Relic, which sort of reminds me of Kylo Ren's, like sort of cracking and hiss of his saber. Not a fan of that one, and I don't know if it's because I'm a Star Wars purist, but just not a fan of it. So I have it right now set to the Crimson. So if we ignite it here, the power button is actually in this trigger, which is really freaking cool. You have to get the veteran tier or up to get this feature. If not, you will get the normal sort of button on the side to press. So we have it here. A few clashes. I have noticed their clashes are more crisp than the previous Crimson soundboard, and there are more of them. Sounds sound about the same. The auxiliary sounds include a blaster deflection, and if you hold it just a wee bit longer, you'll get the lightning sound. I will mention that I do like the lightning sound on the other Saber better. And on this sound, I do not like the, not the ignition, but the deactivation sound. And I think it's because, and I'll do it here and you'll hear it, there's a little chirp at the beginning of this sound, which isn't on the previous Crimson soundboard. So if I do a little comparison here with the Disciple I've been showing. So ignition on the Disciple, ignition on the Count. Those sound pretty good. Deactivation on the Disciple. Deactivation on the Count. So that's really the only thing I dislike about the Saber, like the new Saber Sounds. Other than that, I really enjoy them. Like I said, I do like the lightning better on the old soundboard, but that's just a pet peeve. My only other gripe about this Saber is that when it came to me, let's see if we can see it here. You can see there's spots there. Oh, whoopsie. There are some spots there. I'm not sure where those came from. I do know that no matter how much I rub them or buff them, they won't come off. Is it worth the $10 to send it through UPS priority mail, wait a couple months and get it back for them to fix a few spots? In my opinion, no, even though that's covered under the warranty. It's just not worth it to me. No one's gonna know they're there unless you like examine every inch of the Saber like I did when I got it. And I guess you'll know if you see me in public with this thing. So other than that, no one's gonna notice, and it doesn't bother me that much. Like I said, you really have to zoom in here and look and know that they're there. I weighed the Saber earlier. It weighs 1 pound, 7 ounces. I think it's about the normal range for a Saberforge Saber. It does take some getting used to, like I said before, and dueling just because of the curve. But other than that, it's a really solid Saber. If you've gotten this far in the video, odds are you're pretty interested in buying one of these. I would say just do it. You will not regret it. I mean, if you do regret it, I waited a long time to see if any of these would pop up on like a secondary site for selling. Did not find one. So in most cases, I think most people enjoy them, and I really like this Saber. Like the bullet points. If there were bullet points, too long didn't read, too long didn't watch. Bullet point 1, really comfortable. Bullet point 2, looks badass. Bullet point 3, it is a classic Saber, which I feel fits into anyone's collection, especially if you're a Sith lover. If you have any questions about this Saber, you can put them in the comments below. More than happy to answer them once I see them. My notifications have been acting funny on my YouTube app, so I don't always get the notification that a comment has been made. But I will see it eventually, and I will comment to it. Once again, any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments below. I try to stay as active as possible. If you made it this far, thank you. I do want to thank those few people that have subscribed and the few people that are actually watching my videos, which does make me feel good in a small way. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this review, and may the Force be with you.